Erik Ten Hag put Eriksen, okay? Eriksen as our CDM. He put the one midfielder that's the slowest. Granted, who has one of the best technical abilities, but one of the slowest midfielders as our holding midfielder. Eriksen was supposed to be the player that was to protect the backline. The backline of Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Fulham game, which was boring to say the least. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. So ladies and gentlemen, today I just want to give a few points with regards to the Manchester United Fulham game, and the first point that I want us to talk about is Erik Ten Hag's risky tactics. Listen, am I the only one who saw this, or did you guys also see the fact that Erik Ten Hag put Eriksen, okay? Eriksen as our CDM. He put the one midfielder that's the slowest. Granted, who has one of the best technical abilities, but one of the slowest midfielders as our holding midfielder. Eriksen was supposed to be the player that was to protect the backline. The backline of Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans. The whole time I was like, what? Like at this point, Erik Ten Hag, what are you trying to do? For us who are Erik Ten Hag in, like we are trying to defend Erik Ten Hag, and he just goes out and pulls out one of the most risky tactics ever. How do you have Eriksen as your CDM? I don't understand. I saw Sofian on the bench. Like I know Casemiro is injured, but why didn't Sofian play? Fulham did not exploit the fact that we had Eriksen as our CDM, which was surprising and shocking for me. It's almost as if they gave Manchester United too much respect, because any other team would have enjoyed having that midfield that was there yesterday. Sofian Amrabat was on the bench. I don't get it. I don't understand. But listen, that was a risky tactic by Erik Ten Hag. I don't know if Erik Ten Hag is trying to introduce a style where we are not so dependent on a CDM. Like, I don't know if that's what he's going for. Because why else would you play Eriksen and not Sofian Amrabat? Was Sofian injured? Is it that it's something that I don't know? Because I don't know. I don't think Sofian was injured. So maybe Erik Ten Hag's new style of play he's trying to introduce to Manchester United is a type where he wants his midfielders to equally contribute to the defensive side as well as the attacking side. Because we were finding moments where Eriksen was actually up front together with McTominay. And then when Fulham managed to get the ball and were on the break, that was proving a challenge, especially for players like Harry Maguire who have no pace. Thank God Fulham was below par yesterday. Fulham was below average yesterday. But if we were playing a good team, oh, that game would have ended 10. So I honestly need someone to explain for me what style of play that was. Because that is risky. You are putting one of the slowest players at this point in time as your CDM. A CDM is naturally supposed to be the one protecting the back line, covering grass to grass, right? Now you're putting Eriksen, who was being run past the whole time. If we have no CDM and both Amrabat and Casemiro are injured, I would settle with McTominay as our CDM. But Eriksen, I know we need a player who can dictate play from the midfield and who can, make the long passes, the accurate long balls and etc. But that was a risk. Like the whole time I was watching that game and I'm like, isn't this game ending? Listen, I have nothing against Eriksen. I love Eriksen, but at this point, Eriksen being in the squad from the first minute is giving me anxiety. Like it's giving me serious anxiety. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, the trick that Erik Ten Hag pulled yesterday was risky. Like it was seriously risky, and I pray he doesn't see the Fulham game and think it can work. No, that was just for Fulham. Honestly, Erik Ten Hag, for the love of God, please don't try that again. Those are the tactics where you have to put a "Don't try this at home" caption, because what was that, right? The other thing that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is our forward line. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this in a lot of videos of mine, and I'm saying, shouldn't we be worried that our forward players are not scoring goals? I honestly feel bad for Rasmus because he's finding himself in the right position, making the right runs, but Anthony can't go past a defender for whatever reason. He's scared. Like, we all know Anthony's style of play at this point. Get the ball, do a few tricks here and there, see that you don't have the guts to get past the defender, and then pass the ball back. It's so annoying and frustrating, right? Anthony has not given us anything apart from running. The only thing that I can say Anthony does is he's good defensively. His defensive duties, yes. But going forward, the man can't take on a man. Like, Anthony, with all that skill and pace, is afraid to take on a man. And maybe, just maybe, Jadon Sancho had a point. I know, surprising. Garnacho has now joined in, and I don't blame Garnacho. I feel like amongst all the wingers we have, he is the one who's actually doing what a winger should do, which is pass the ball. Even though, granted, sometimes he can be a bit selfish, but at least he tries to pass the ball. Martial, when are we selling Martial? Like, let's just sell Martial. Let's cut our losses and sell Martial at this point, because what is he offering us? Like, our forward line, it's very worrisome when your midfielders are your goal scorers and your forward line are just existing just to exist. This is so worrisome. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but for me, that forward line is scaring me. We're in November and they're showing us nothing. No cohesion. They don't know they don't understand each other. They don't know when they're supposed to pass the ball. Rashford does not know how Hoyland plays. Hoyland is not used to Anthony. Is not used to Rashford. Like, it's chaos up front. It's chaos. The other thing that I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is the back line. And I will say this, from that Fulham versus Manchester United game, which was horrible, the back line was actually not even the whole back line. Harry Maguire, ladies and gentlemen, was actually the outstanding player on that pitch, apart from Onana, right? I feel like Harry Maguire played well yesterday. I think he held the defense well. Listen, he got injured but still managed to come back. And I think if there's any game fit for Harry Maguire, it's that Fulham game. Because having Ericsson as your holding midfielder means you're exposed. And we could see countless and countless of times how once Harry Maguire was exposed to the pace of the Fulham players, he was struggling to get back, right? If it was not for Aaron Wan-Bissaka covering for him, we would have conceded so many goals. But without said, I think Harry Maguire was winning how many aerial duels? Like, he was very good winning aerial duels. I feel like he made his presence known. He was bullying a lot of Fulham's players off the ball. So I feel like Harry Maguire yesterday had a good game. I have no clue why we bought Johnny Evans at this point. Why Manchester United? Like, this is how sad it has been for Manchester United. The fact that we went to Johnny Evans. We had, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, understand the fact that we had a triangle of Ericsson, Maguire, and Johnny Evans. Maguire, who at least was giving us something, but Johnny Evans and Ericsson. Granted, we did not concede a goal, but do you understand that Ericsson was supposed to be covering Maguire and Johnny Evans? If we played a team that exploited us, that game would have ended 10 nil. The last thing I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is for me, I think my man of the match was Onana. I feel like Onana is now back into form because there were a lot of important saves that he made for us yesterday. Without Onana's awareness and saves yesterday, I honestly believe Manchester United would have either drawn that game or lost it. And I'm leaning mostly on lost it. Okay, so for everyone who gives Onana a lot of hate, I think now you can see that he's getting into the groove of things. It's just unfortunate for players like Onana and Hoyland. They don't have the right players around them. I'm telling you this, if Hoyland was playing for a team like Man City, he would enjoy himself. He would have so many goals right now, but he's just playing with the wrong players who simply don't want to understand his way of playing. Similarly with Onana, he's playing with the wrong players. Listen, for me, ladies and gentlemen, my man of the match will go to Onana, with Harry Maguire a close second. I don't see anyone who can have a shout out. Apart from these two, maybe Garnacho, who was trying to do things. But yeah, so for me, man of the match, Onana. Second, Maguire. Third, Garnacho, right? Apart from those, Bruno Fernandes has been poor. I don't know what's going on with our captain. Maybe it's the armband. I don't know. But listen, he showed up for Manchester United, but that doesn't excuse the fact that he's been poor for a lot of games. At the end of the day, I'm still Eric Ten Hag in, even though he's giving me a lot of anxiety. But listen, I am still Eric Ten Hag in. I still trust Eric Ten Hag. I just feel like Eric Ten Hag will work so well when we have the right players. Kindly let me know who was your man of the match. For me, it was Andre Onana. I don't think anyone else deserves it as much. I know a lot of people were giving to Harry Maguire, which I think is justified, but for me, I think it was Andre Onana. So you guys do kindly comment down in the comment section who you guys man of the match was. So yeah, so that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much guys for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on to know when next I post a video. Bye.